Okay, y'all, welcome back to my channel. So we are about to go ahead and get started with some BW2 powder, and we are going to mix that with some 40 developer, and I'm going to give that a whisk in my little bowl, and we're going to mix it up real good. I was trying to like go really fast and try to get all of the lumps out because the bowl was a little bit wet, so the BW2 had kind of stuck a little bit, and then I went ahead and added a little bit of water in hopes that I could try to, I guess, get more out of the product, if you will. So basically what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to take my red hair. It's kind of like a dark red. I want it to be a little bit brighter. So we're going to take some of the red out of it, kind of like a rebleach, so that we can hopefully dye it again. So I'm just going to go ahead and immerse it down in there really well with my whisk. And I was trying not to touch it because I thought it was going to stain my hands and I forgot to put on gloves. So yeah, we're just going to give it a good dunk a couple times to try to get out as much as we possibly can. Alright, so this is what it looks like after that. And I took Mahogany Red and Red Velvet, and I'm going to mix those together, give it a whisk really good, make sure there's no lumps, and then we're going to watercolor it. So I'm just going to dunk this hair that's kind of like a brownie red at this point down into the color on the ends a little bit. And I was feeling the color. I used mostly the red velvet and just a little bit of the mahogany red because I figured I might need a little bit later. So I was trying to dunk it without bleaching or coloring or staining the lace. And then this lace was kind of a little bit lighter, or the hair at the top of the lace was a little bit lighter. So I was trying to get it down in there, but I was still trying to be gentle. And then I think I let it sit for like a small minute, but not too much, because I didn't want it to, like I said, stain the lace. And then as I dipped it, as you can see, as it goes on, the water is starting to get lighter, which means that the color is really taken to the hair. And then I'm just gonna keep doing this for a while so that it can get down in there as much as it possibly can. And then I ended up dunking it in there and praying over the lace. Okay, so as y'all can see, it was pretty light at that point when I rinsed it out. So I felt pretty confident. I kept rinsing it until it was like as clear as it could possibly get. And then I went ahead and just kept rinsing it as much as I possibly could. And then y'all see that I bleached his hair twice. So I went ahead and went in with some hot water and some silicone mix to try to, soothe the fact that I did just dye his hair and then bleach the hair and then dyed it again. So it was a lot of processing going on. That water was smoking hot. I did not mean to do that hot of a water. But yeah, so I just went ahead and mixed that up really good. And now I'm going to just dunk the hair in it and try to let it sit. Now, when I did do this, the water started to get like a murky pink. But I was like, whatever. It is what it is at this point. So I didn't leave it in that long because it was getting pink and that water was hot. So y'all can see the steam rolling off of it. I did dump a little bit out and put some cool water in there and then went back in with some more silicone mix. And I did try to let it sit a little bit longer in that. I did give it a brush, as you can see from my brush in the corner. It did shed a little bit. But, that is to be expected when you are, processing hair as many times as I did. But this was just an experiment to see what happened. I got this wig from Unice. This is the same wig from another video. Alright, so after I let it sit, I did go back, get it, and now we're going to rinse it out. And then once I rinse it out really well, I'm going to get as much color as I possibly can out of it. So that it's not running everywhere. And then we're going to get into the works of it. So like I already told y'all, the closure was a little bit lighter. So I did go ahead and brush it all the way out. And then I took this Ebin lace tint and I went ahead and sprayed the closure so that it could be brown. This is my first time using it. I did like it. I did like the turnout, but I will say that Ebin is very, very runny. And I don't like that. So we went ahead on, I had blow dried it, and now we're going to secure it, and we're going to get into me trying to style this wig. I'm using a L'Oreal Professional Steam Flat Iron. So you add water to it. It makes like this little noise. It comes with a little comb on the side, but I took the comb out because I didn't want it to comb through my hair while I was trying to straighten it. I did pump it up a little bit and let it sit a little bit longer because it wasn't like giving what it was supposed to have gave. But this is another product that I will link. It's at Ulta. It retails for like $2.50. I did get mine in a influencer box. For the most part, I was just trying to get as much as I could possibly get straightened with this. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to turn out because this is like my first time using it on some processed hair. And as you can see, I did try to comb it. That did not work out in my favor. So I did have to go back to brushing it. I think I maybe should have left it in the silicone mix a little longer or use the silicone shampoo as well, but I didn't. So yeah, I just made it work. Don't mind me talking. Somebody had called me while I was filming. So once it got hotter, you can look by that piece and tell that it does really work. You just definitely need to let it get hot for a minute because those first pieces just, yeah, no. So I felt like what I did wasn't terrible, other than of course the closure that is gonna get fixed a little bit later on. But I didn't dislike it, but I could tell that the hair was just like maybe a little bit rougher than normally, but it still had shine, still had sheen, all that good stuff. So, I wasn't that disappointed. And like I said, this is an old wig from Unice, and I was just testing it out to see what it could handle. And I will link this wig in the bottom. This wig was originally, I think, maybe 26 or 28 inches. And I want to say this wig was body wave because it's a little bit of wave going on in there. And then right here, I don't know what happened, but it was just giving like a little bit of just greasy right there. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know if it was a product I put on there or what, but I ain't like it. So yeah, I was doing all this hard work to straighten it, and then of course I knew I needed to like reframe it to my face because it was just kind of like bleh, you know. But I really was not feeling the way that this ended up turning out. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting it styled, even though I did frame it a little bit to my face right here. Thought I was doing something, don't know what I'm doing, but I didn't like the way that it was turning out. So I actually took this wig to my beautician and I had her install and fix it as best as she could, because she was like, you cut the lace too short. She got on me for that. But um me personally, I don't like a lot of lace out because I'm not big on baby hairs. Like, I really don't like baby hairs like that. Like, I think they're okay for some things, but me personally, I'm not getting up and re-swooping no baby hairs all the time, so I don't like them. But yeah, this is what it looked like, and then this next video is going to show you what it looked like after I went to my beautician. She curled it up, got the lace laying just right, and yeah, so I really did enjoy this little look or attempt to revamp it. This is after she did it, and then this is like a couple days after. And thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.